We had these weekly calls, sometimes daily calls with the U by Kotex team. And every week, I mostly listened to the plans that were being carried out, not because I wasn't involved, but because everybody involved was accomplishing so much. I got to know Kevin Brown and Cassie Begalle at U by Kotex by their voices, their warm enthusiasm, their very impressive planning capabilities, and most importantly, their deep passion to help people who are struggling with period poverty. So, we launched the Alliance for Period Supplies on May 1st. We had a logo, we had a website, we had great retail partnerships, we had a distribution strategy, and so much more. Now, November 1st is going to mark 6 months since our founding. We've really come a long way in 6 months. I have to stop and take a deep breath and thank all of you. We're ready to plan where to go next, and I cannot think of a better way to begin our first national summit for period leadership than with the team who helped us jumpstart this whole thing. I would like to introduce everybody to our friends from U by Kotex, Kevin Brown and Cassie Begalle. To help us kick off the summit.
Hi everyone. Hi. Thank you, Susan, and thank you everyone for inviting Kevin and I, because sometimes, putting up with us for a whole day is a lot to ask, especially Kevin over there, so thank you. As Susan kind of talked about, and as you may know, we at Kimberly Clark have had a long relationship and a great relationship with the National Diaper Bank Network, and it has been, we value it tremendously. When I am at work and I am hearing about this partnership, the impact it has made with your help, I see the room light up with passion and with determination, and it just means so much for us to have that partnership with you guys. And so we're really honored to expand that partnership and to be here with you today. Now, like we said, that passion really goes forth into our day as well, right? So as we're thinking through Alliance for Period Supply, what we talked about, what we first really wanted to do is, or when Joanne brought this opportunity to us, it was a no-brainer, right? We didn't know it was Alliance for Period Supply yet, but we knew it was something we had to help with for 3 reasons. The first reason was because Joanne, Susan, Troy, and the team are passionate and are brilliant. So, hello, we have an A+ team to work with. 2, we have an amazing distribution network already, which involves you guys, and thank you to you. And then 3rd, it is because we know the women who we're helping and providing diapers to also most likely need to have period supplies. So how could we not help with this, right? So we decided right away when Joanne said this, yes, we wanted to do this. And we were so excited and we're so proud to be the founding sponsors of the Alliance for Period Supplies. When we started the organization though, we knew, right, we had to come up with some information that would help people really take action. So I don't know if you've heard, but with the diaper bank, we have the 1 in 3, right? 1 in 3 American families have been impacted by diaper need. Right away, when people hear that, it's like, right away, yes, I need to help. 1 in 3 is so common, especially for moms, right? They can relate to that. When we looked at the information out there for period poverty in the US, we honestly could not find information like that out there. There wasn't that much out there about period poverty in the US. So what we did was we partnered with our agency, Ketchum, and we conducted a survey. And what we found was that 1 in 4 American women have struggled in the last year to purchase period supplies due to lack of income. Not 1 in 100, not 1 in 1,000, 1 in 4, which is so huge, right? When a lot of people think about period poverty, what they think of is homeless women. They need period supplies. People who are living in abject poverty, they need period supplies. But when you hear 1 in 4, the problem is way more pervasive than that. When you think 1 in 4, you can think of someone like me. So 10 short years ago, I was 1 in 4. I was a 22-year-old. Okay, now you guys all know how old I am now. But I was a 22-year-old, single mom. I was going to the UW-Madison University. Constantly every month, right, I had to choose between, do I pay my rent? Do I buy my diapers? Do I buy my period supplies? Or my school supplies? And honestly, a lot of times I had to choose over my rent and diapers for my daughter. Those were the most important things. How I had to sometimes get through my period was I would go to school with my fellow students and I would have to just say, hey, surprise, my period came. Do you have a tampon or a pad that I can borrow? And I would get through my period that way. And it's because, honestly, I started viewing my period products as a luxury, right? Because I needed to make sure my daughter had diapers and rent. And that is crazy. Nobody should think period supplies are a luxury and have to decide from that. Every single woman should have access to period supplies no matter their financial situation. And so when I joined the U by Kotex team, I was honestly thrilled and blessed to be able to start working on this initiative and with this great team and all of you to really start making a difference and start showing people and getting people really involved with this movement. And what we're really trying to do at Kimberly-Clark with U by Kotex is trying to, in just one word, what we're trying to get out across is empathy, right? I have the empathy because I have been there. I know how it feels, and honestly, every woman out there sort of has that empathy and knows, because I'm sure everyone in here has one time or another gotten their period and not had a product, except men. I know that you do not know my feeling, but you can pretend you know. And that has a lot of different emotions, right? A lot of times when I didn't have my period supplies, I had fear. I was even a little bit vulnerable. I felt embarrassed, which is why I never fully just said, hey, I don't have period supplies, can someone give them to me? And that feeling that someone has, that can really help move them and help them understand the urgency. When they hear the 1 in 4, they get that empathy. That is really powerful. So our mission at U by Kotex is to generate that empathy and get women to realize that there are millions of women in this country, right, in the U.S., that experience that feeling every month. It's a horrible way to live, and there's something that we have to do about it, and that's why we're excited to have this partnership. And so the great news is we're making a difference. We are seeing, as we said, 6 months ago? By the end of this year, we'll have donated over 10 million period products. Woohoo! Yeah! And even more exciting is next year, right? Because we know 10 million is not enough. We know we need to do this. We need to be stronger. We need to give more women what they deserve. And so we are committing to, and our goal is 15 million products. And we're really confident that, and we're really confident we can make that and achieve that goal because we have great retail partners who are actually getting behind this in a big way and supporting this as well throughout their stores and getting consumers to know if you buy a pack of U by Kotex, you also get some pads, liners are donated. And this year we had 6 major retailers, which is great. Some of them included Walmart, Kroger, CVS, Walgreens, and exciting for next year, we are working to get 10 major retailers. And that includes big retailers like Dollar General, Family Dollar, and Amazon, who we have not been able to partner with before. Yeah. And like I said, they're getting around this in a big way. They are just excited, and they understand this too when they understand that 1 in 4 women in the U.S. are experiencing this. Now, we're doing great things. We have great retailers. But I'm just going to be very honest with you guys. None of that would matter if we didn't have you guys in this room. And that's the main reason I am up here today is I want to say thank you to all of you. Because we could get the word out. We could spend millions and millions of dollars telling people about this issue. We could have every single retailer, which, Kevin, we better get that someday. We could have that. But if we didn't have you guys giving this product to the women who need it, everything would be in vain. So on behalf of myself, the U by Kotex team, and Kimberly-Clark, we sincerely want to thank you guys because you guys inspire us to really work and help with this issue. It could not be done without you guys. So thank you very much.